Hello, friends and piano industry associates. This is Jack Klinefelter with Prospects International coming to you from slightly cloudy Nashville, Tennessee, while most of you all, or the lion's share of you, are in sunny South California, SoCal, at the NAMM convention. I'm coming to you about what I believe should be a 2020 marketing resolution. I've got a little bit of a speech alteration here because of a recent medical circumstance. Thankfully, they tell me that it is temporary. So focus on what I'm saying and not necessarily how I say it. I also was going to wait until I dropped a couple of pounds because of my personal resolution, but I couldn't wait. I'm so passionate about serving the industry and especially our clients that I thought there was something we needed to address, something we needed to get fixed before we went limping into 2020. So I want to talk to you about what I think your resolution should be, and it is as a result of a conversation I had with a new client just last week. He wanted to do a good job, a diligent job of putting together his inventory list because he realized instinctively that when you pay for these ad dollars and you get somebody to respond to an ad and go to a landing page, and then they get their email and their instant gratification and they get a chance to go to the inventory list, he wanted it to look good. Good idea. So I thought, no problem. I'll give you a couple of links and you can look at a couple of well done, successful inventory lists. So I said, no problem. I'm going to go to our brand spanking new handy dandy Piano Leads 2.0 CRM, and I'll find some great looking lists and I'll send him some examples and he'll build his based upon that or modeled off of that, and he'll be good to go. So I went online and oh boy, was I disappointed. 80-20 rule invoked here. This is all constructive criticism, which is part of our job here. Almost none of you are taking advantage of the chance to make a good first impression. Now, what I would like to say next is that first impressions are important. Your reputation is important, but you have to have a first impression. And first impressions, as often as possible, should not be last impressions. And there was Procter & Gamble came up with one of the top 10 slogans probably of all time for their Head and Shoulders shampoo. I don't know, it's probably backwards in the screen, but at any rate, you'd never get a second chance to make a first impression. That was the slogan. It's so true. So when you're paying ad dollars and you're wanting to get people to see what it is that you're selling them, here's some sound advice. This is based upon Zig Ziglar's, his statement, I'm going to quote him from years and years ago. Sales 101, sell the sizzle, not the steak. If you put a picture up there and you put a model number up there and somebody's entering the sales process, the discovery process. They don't know much about pianos. They've been to Craigslist. They think they should be able to buy a nice piano for $500 and they're wrong, okay? And the first thing you hit them with, or the only thing you hit them with, is a picture and a model number. No story, no selling of the benefits, no videos, boring. What I saw was boring. So I had to search, but I did find a couple of examples. I'm going to share one with you. This is an engaging inventory list impression. And the people who come into this gentleman's store, sometimes I feel like they already know him. Now, I don't think that you're going to be able to hear what he's saying, so I'll fill it in because I've listened to it a couple of times. But this is Rick with Worldwide in Edison, New Jersey, who's doing a fantastic job with our program. And if you can see this, you can see, I mean, he's got a video on darn near every instrument that he sits down and does. It's very, very effective. And when I play this video, he starts to engage.
Very well maintained, one family
very well maintained, one family owner. It wasn't in a conservatory and beat up or anything like that. It'll sound great. You're going to save a lot of money. And then he says, let me play a little bit for you. So that's an example of an engaging inventory list. In 1977, Seth Godin wrote a book called All Marketers Are Liars. Slash through liars, tell stories. You have to, if you're going to be a top performing salesperson, create emotion, because people buy on an emotion and they back it up with logic, and they can come up with a lot of logic after they've already fallen in love with something. So please tell stories, put some videos on there. I want to end this with an altar call, so to speak, with an appeal. Joey and I, let's pretend that this right here is Home Depot. I'll tell you where to send the check. Now, this symbolizes our digital marketing toolbox that we have built. And it's a great toolbox. It's got lead enrichment in it. It's got color coding in it. It's got automation in it. And strictly relative to this particular video, it has the ability to manage your inventory lists and make them impressive. We can give you the toolbox. We can give you the tools, but you have to open the doggone thing up, get the tools out, and use them. So in 2020, let's do this. Let's get those lists looking like $1 million so that you can sell $1 million off of them. From Joey and I, our resources, and everybody here at Prospects International, we hope that you have a wonderful and profitable 2020. And for those of you who are football fans, especially in Kansas City, go Titans.